Hey team, how's it going? So today we're going to be learning about one of my favorite, if not my favorite, propagation techniques, and that's softwood cuttings. You might think, why is he driving in this video? Is that very poorly made? No, we're just on the way to my greenhouse. It's not really a greenhouse, it's a coffee shop, my coffee shop. And it's great for this reason. It has a very humid environment and it's right next to a window. So that atmosphere is perfect for softwood cuttings. Alright, I just pulled up to the coffee shop. Let's go inside so I can show you guys how my favorite type of propagation is done. So this is my window where you can already see all of the beautiful plants that I've been working on. Let's go inside. We've made it inside, and so this right here is called a Betna ivy. It's a softwood, and you can tell by these very, very thin stems right there. So this ivy is actually a propagation, or actually a few different clippings that I got from its parent plant before I moved here. What I want to look for is some new growth that's happening in these plants. So over here you can see this one has a few small little leaves right there. That's what So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take from this little side over here, right? So I have all of these new growths happening, and I'm going to do just a clean cut just a couple of inches away from that new growth. Now the reason for that is you want to make sure that the wood is hard enough that it will be able to sustain itself, but soft enough that it will still be able to be malleable, still adaptable to whatever conditions you put it in. So I cut it just about there, and this is the clipping I'm left with. So Caden, why is this such a good environment? And that's one, because it has this beautiful window. And that window is important because during the day we get a ton of sunlight in here. And of course, sun is where these plants get their food. And secondly, these coffee machines, these espresso machines, they produce a lot of steam. That makes a lot of steam. These coffee makers make a lot of steam, along with all of the customers that are typically in this place. Now, all of the steam and the people that are talking, the hot air that's in this place, it's great because it produces an atmosphere that promotes these plants to grow. So now that we have our cutting, what we're gonna do is we're going to just clear away parts that are towards the base of this stem. So we're just going to agitate that a little bit, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to peel some of this bark back. What that'll do is agitate the stem itself, and then what we'll do next is we'll dip the stem in some pre-diluted rooting hormone, and that should promote some growth. That should just expose it to some good chemicals, and then we'll place it in our medium. Now my medium right now is just going to be plain old water. So I have this salt pepper shaker. I filled it with water, and that'll be my first medium. Now that would be called hydroponic propagation. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it in the water for right now. I'll leave it for just a couple of weeks, and I'll fertilize it every couple of days. And in a few weeks, you'll start to see all kinds of growth. This right here is a cutting that I took about 1 month ago. Now that is ready to go in some soil.